Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so cute. It's so freaking cute and it's so smooth, so quiet. Hey there, RC Girl here. Today we are taking a look at my very first 1/10 scaler from FMS. This is the Range Rover Camel Trophy. It is a Lexant body, but it has so many scale details on it. FMS did a really great job at this. They've integrated some really great features in this, including LED lighting, controllable by your transmitter. They also have 2-speed transmission, tons of scale details packed into this really cool body. We're going to talk about all that as well as take it scale overlanding. If you're unfamiliar with the Camel Trophy races, they were a major overlanding competition, took place in the 80s for a couple decades, sponsored by Camel cigarettes. The competitions were across hundreds of miles all around the world. They had to pack everything with them in their vehicles, and they were amateur drivers. Pretty neat format. FMS makes 3 different versions of their Camel Trophy in 1/10 scale. This is the Range Rover. They also make the Land Rover Discovery and the Land Rover Defender 110. I will put links to those in the description box below. I have previously had a Land Rover Defender Camel Trophy from another company. Super cool, but it was outrageously expensive. These ones are a lot more budget friendly, pack a ton of features. Let's dive on in. Alrighty. Okay, let's turn it on. Got a transmitter on. Turn on the vehicle. Sweet. Lights are working. What about our 2-speed? Okay. Throttle. All right. Ready to go. Don't fall off the cliff, buddy. So nice out. Could not have asked for a more beautiful day. This is a scaler. It's going to be really great for making your rig drive and look super scale. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so cute. It's so freaking cute and it's so smooth, so quiet. Okay, let's reverse it. See your lights come on? I love it so much. It's been a little while since I featured FMS on my channel. They make a lot of great microcrawlers in the 1/12, 1/18, and 1/24 scale platforms. However, I am yet to try their 1/10 scale FCX10 platform. I reached out to them because they make a really cool RC car display stand and it's modular. Oh God, it's so freaking cool. I like it already. Instructions. How sick is this? Looks like we're gonna have to cut some ties. Nice. And our transmitter is down here. I think we got everything out. How freaking cool is this body, you guys? LED lights, light bar, and we have lights on the rear that are linked to our reverse function. So, so cool. This is gonna be a 321 millimeter wheelbase or 12.6 inches. So my TRX4s, some of them are 12.2 inch, some of them are 12.8. This falls right in between that. It feels like a big vehicle. So for 1/10 scale, this is on the bigger end, nice and boxy. So many scale details on this. It does look like a ABS hardbody, but it's actually Lexan. Kind of a thin Lexan, but it does look really nice with all the plastic molded details, like even our mirrors fold in and out. We have a plastic snorkel here. Even our door handles are plastic molded. We get a front grille here. Look at those lights, so nice. The plastic, kind of flexible and bendy, not the highest end plastics. Nice light bar up here, great that everything's integrated for you. And as I mentioned, everything's controlled by this switch on your transmitter. They also got rid of the blinky turn signals from the factory. Those are turned off. You can turn them back on if you want, but really great that they're listening. It's not very scaled to have your turn signals turning every time you turn the wheel. So nice job, FMS, for listening to the customers. We have some windshield wipers here, Range Rover Camel Trophy decals on the front hood and windshield. We even get a license plate there. So our driver is actually Lexan molded. He looks not very great, if we're being honest. People say he looks like, not Buzz Lightyear, Woody from Toy Story. Hopefully you can take his head off. I think you can. They did an attempt at a scale interior, but you know, not the best. We have a sticker decal on the rear seat here. We have a pretty nice roof rack up here. You can actually see our sunroof as well. We also get some metal recovery boards. I don't think these are easily accessible. Like, I think they're held on by a screw, so it's not like you can just pop them on and off, I believe. And it also comes with some scale gas cans. So neat. So the races, they literally have to pack everything they needed for the competition. So water, gasoline, camping gear, everything needed to be brought with them. Got some crows kicking off back there. Hopefully we don't lose any of these on the trail. They're just kind of a friction fit there. We got a plastic molded rear bumper with space for a tow hitch on the rear. We even have some covers for our lights to prevent rocks from kicking up, cracking our lenses, plastic lenses in this case. For a Lexan body at the mid 300 price point, I think they did an amazing job with this body and all the functions on it. Even better, I will show you how the lights even connect. You don't have to disconnect any cables when you remove the body. And the body has a really nice clipless design. Let's show you guys underneath the hood. So to get the body off, underneath they have these little twisty things here. So you just twist it and it pops the body off for you. Same thing with the front. Twist, it unlatches the body and you can pull it straight off. Even cooler, look at this design. I've never seen this before. So usually you have to unclip the lights from connecting into the receiver. It has its own lighting module, which is cool. And it is a magnetic connection. So you don't have to unplug anything. All your lights work with a magnetic contact point. Pretty neat. And to get the body back on, you just align these 2 holes on the front, 2 holes on the rear with the post on the body. The lights automatically flicked on. Pretty cool. Should snap and click and you have your body on. Pretty nice. And this is a super scale vehicle. Really nice that you don't have any body clips that are visible. Alrighty, so taking a look underneath the hood. Really nice, clean, simple design here. The plastics are not going to be as rigid as something like a TRX4 or the FCX10 platform, but this is a really nice, simple, clean chassis for the price especially. You're going to get inner fenders here that prevents rocks from kicking up into the electronics. And also visually it looks really nice that you can't see through the body. You can see here the contact points for the magnets that control the lighting. So really neat function that you don't even have to unplug anything. The contact points are magnetic. We have metal FMS branded chassis rails and our axles are straight axles. Pretty detailed though for a plastic molded design. We get a little FMS logo here. Really quiet servo. The torque on our servo is 25.5 kilograms per centimeter. It says that it's splash proof, so it can probably handle, you know, driving through some puddles on some wet grass, but you don't want to submerge it. We have a center mounted battery tray with some Velcro straps. Nice size, it'll fit a 5800 milliamp LiPo battery just fine. We have a forward mounted motor. This is a 32 turn, 550 sized brush motor connected to a ESC here. And this actually looks like it's an ESC and a receiver in one. Our ESC has a little tiny heat sink. This runs an XT60 connector. If you run something differently, you can get an adapter, or I have a video, oldie but a goodie, on how to swap out your ESC battery connectors. We have our little tiny antenna, and this is actually a 6-channel receiver transmitter setup. We will talk about the transmitter in a second. Lots and lots of cool functions on the transmitter itself, especially in the mid 350 price point. You are going to have to supply your own battery and charger, as well as 4 AA's for the transmitter. Otherwise, everything is included as an RTR, completely assembled. You don't have to do anything other than assemble some of the limb risers. Charging my batteries up on the RDX4 4-port charger from HiTec. I will put links to these in the description box below if you want to check them out. Also on this vehicle is a tiny micro servo here. This is for the 2-speed transmission. Cool that it has freaking 2-speed on a mid 300s price point. Very, very cool. Low speed. Pretty freaking cool. Let's demonstrate our 2-speed transmission. So channel 4 here with the light off, that means we're in our low gear. With the light on, it switches into our high gear. So let's start off slow speed. Whee! So this is full throttling. This would be a, great cinematic driving speed. And here we have full speed. Low gear, so slow. Now we're going to switch into our high speed, channel 4. High speed, take it away. Whee! Definitely a lot more pick me up. Then we have to do these really wide sweeping turns. Might have to turn up our steering rate too. All right, so here we are, full throttle, high speed. So not fast, it's not a basher, but you can definitely pick up the pace. So this would be like going to the trail speed. And then when you get to the feature, click it into low gear and you can really slow it down. Pretty cool. On the side here, we have some sliders where our Lexan body slots into there. Hopefully that holds the body in place. We don't get any body rattle. Our on and off switch is on the rear driver's side here. There's a little toggle switch, which is accessible when the body is on. So nice design there. Decent flex. Our suspension, we actually get coil over dual spring shocks. I believe they are metal bodied shocks. You get a threaded collar here. It looks like our chassis is kind of a little dipped down in the front, so we might want to adjust the preload a little bit just so we get a little bit more balance in the rig. We don't have the rig tipping forward. Taking a look on the bottom here, we get a 4-link rear, 4-link front suspension design. We do have metal links. On the more budget-friendly side, this chassis does feature a lot of plastic. We get a nice flat plastic skid here, plastic drive shafts. However, the connector point here is in fact metal. Our tires are a FMS Super Marsher. I don't know if they meant to say Super Masher. They're decently deep tread, soft foams in them, and they are vented. We get plastic rims, and these are actually a bead lock, so it doesn't look like our tires are glued on. You can easily swap those if you want. Overall, nice looking tire. Let's walk through the functions on this transmitter, which is actually packed with 6 channels. I've never seen a 6-channel transmitter on an RTR. Pretty cool. Obviously we get our steering. You can reach the wheel to do one-handed driving, which is great when you're driving and filming. We also have our throttle and reverse. Then we have channel 3 here. I don't know what that does. We have our channel 4, which is our 2-speed transmission. We have channel 5, which is this little dial. which turns on and off the lighting. So cool. Then we have a spare channel 6 here, which is a 3-position switch, currently not assigned to anything. And then under this little cover here, we get our standard steering trim, steering dual rate, throttle trim, throttle dual rate, and all these little switches here. So we can change our drive mode to forward and braking or forward braking reverse. You can switch between NIMH battery and LiPo battery. You can also adjust our drag brake settings from 0, 50, 75, and 100, all with these little dials here. Take a look at the manual, it goes through each of these. We also can reverse our steering and our throttle channels, and there's a bind button here if you are binding to a new receiver, should already come bound from the factory. We also have a USB-C port on the back. I don't think you can charge it from USB-C. I will give it a try. I think it's probably just for updating the firmware if you ever need to do that. Usually you do not. Alrighty guys, we are ready to go drive this. I am so stoked. I think FMS did an amazing job with this rig. Haven't even driven it yet, but there's so many features packed into this thing and it looks super freaking cool. Let's go have some fun with this. We got our lights on. These trails are literally like a mile from my house. I'm so grateful. Some mountain biking and mushroom picking here. Uh-oh, we got a stick in our butt. Oh, there we go. So all in all, what do I think of the Camel Trophy Range Rover from FMS? They started making 1/10 scale chassis a couple years ago, and this is my first one. So impressed with how many features they have packed into this thing. 2-speed transmission, lights that are controlled from your transmitter. They got rid of the blinky turn signals, which are kind of annoying. Lots of scale details on the body. Really nice clipless body mounting design. Scale interior could use a little bit of help, I think. The guy looks a little weird, but I should have tried out the FCX10 platform a long time ago. I will put links to everything mentioned in this video in the description box. Huge thank you to FMS for sending one of these out to feature on my channel. And huge thank you to my amazing community of patrons on Patreon for their monthly support and helping keeping my channel going. Until next time, I'll see you later.